Okay, what we got today, what we're cooking today, is a couple of racks of beef back ribs. These are basically ribs without the ribeye. You know, what you're after is just the meat in the middle, in between. Clear off a little bit of fat, and these were on sale. So I picked up a couple racks, and we're going to give them a try. And we're going to start out by doing a little dry brining for a few hours today. Actually, what we'll do, first thing we'll do is give them a little rinse. Pat them down. These are mostly all bones, so what you're going for is just the meat in between, which can be actually quite good. I've eaten them before, I just never cooked them before. I'm just trimming up a little bit of the fat so the brine and the rub can penetrate. Most of this fat is right on over the bone, so that's not going to really matter a whole lot. Okay. Now what we're going to do is cut these into sort of manageable sizes. 2, 4. I think we'll go 2, 2, and 3 here actually. Is what we'll try to do. We'll center them up just so you can get a little bit more smoke around the meat, I think. Then, now that we've got these down, we're going to do a little bit of dry brining. We'll actually wash my hands a little bit here. And all dry brining is sprinkling it on with a little bit of kosher salt. And it's just about as much kosher salt as you would normally use during cooking. Nothing too extreme. Just to penetrate and get the juices moving. Now, I couldn't get the membrane off the back, so rather than fight it all day, I think that'll be plenty. We'll just live with it. So we'll throw these in the refrigerator. For about 4 hours. Actually, let's get some in there a little bit. And be back in about 4 hours and do our rub. Okay, we've been dry brining the beef back ribs for, looks like we're going on about 4 hours here, so that should be about enough for us. So what we'll do, boy, that's some real thick stuff right there, is we'll think about putting some rub on here. Just like that. Alright, now what I got here is beef rub, which consists of coarse ground black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, mustard, and some chili powder. You can find it, actually this is Meathead's Big Bad Beef Rub, I think they call it. So you can go on AmazingRibs.com and get his recipe, Meathead's recipe, but it's a fairly simple recipe. And this one contains no salt because we've dry brined it, so we don't want to double the salt. So we'll just, actually, what I need to do is take out the protector. Alright. And we'll just sprinkle that on there. I like a lot of rub. There's nothing wrong with it. The salt is what penetrates the meat. The rub just basically takes care of the outside, to be honest. Well, this has got a little sugar in it too. Not much, because beef doesn't take well with sugar, but it does have sugar in it. So, and like I said, we've been doing this for about 4 hours, so brining it. So right after we get this on, we should be able to throw it on the grill. 225 for about 3 hours. Looking for a target temperature, I guess somewhere in the 200 range. I'd have loved taking that membrane off, but it just fought me too much, so I just left it on. It is what it is, right? So anyways, the smoker is coming up to temperature here pretty soon, so we'll just throw these in here for now. Cover them back up and wait till the smoker gets to the right temperature. Okay, I've had the cooker running for about hour and 15 minutes, I guess. Yeah, spent some time and cleaned the bottom pan, and then let it come back up to temperature again. And right now we've been running 235 in the center. I got another probe on the right hand side right now that's running 257, right around there for a while. And on this end we are at somewhere around 210, 15. So as you can see, it's kind of it's cool on this end, but we got a nice bit of cold in there, so we're gonna throw our meat on. I think I got the beef ribs, brine rubbed. Got the top wrap out, so we'll just be cooking on the bottom today. And I'll probably put the thicker pieces closer to the firebox. Let's throw this one here. Throw this one here. Alrighty. Close her up. Start cooking. Wind's kind of playing havoc with me. It's coming out of one direction 1 minute and another direction the next. Sometimes it's coming this way, sometimes it's blowing back, so you just do the best you can. Okay, we are about 4 hours into the cook. Gotta admit, it was a windy day today, real windy, and you know, this is only my 4th cook on it, and today was a learning experience. Yeah, and like I said, today was a learning experience. It was really windy, and I had a heck of a time trying to maintain a steady temperature. I couldn't point the cooker in the right direction because the wind is actually coming from a different direction almost every minute, and it would cool down, and it would heat up, and it would cool down, and it would heat up, so I was playing with it. It never got too cold. I mean, we're talking it got down to 220, and it never got too hot. Never got really over 255, I don't think, but you can see what wind can do to you a little bit. So like I said, today was a learning experience, and again, we're 4 hours in, and we're going to take a look at what we got for our ribs. Ooh, does that look good? Looks good. Close. 197. $205. 204. I'll be honest with you. These are done. This one needs a little bit more time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move this over to the heat, and I'm going to move these over to the a little cooler side. Okay. These are all about 203 degrees. That one's at about 197, so we're going to let that one cook up a little bit. And we got a little red wine mop, and this isn't for the ribs, this is for me. A little sweet red wine in a coffee mug. Gotta have something out here while you're waiting. So it shouldn't be too much longer. Well, okay. Here's our ribs. They're done. I'm gonna start pulling them off the grill. They smell fantastic. Ooh, does that look good? Got some of Dutch's beans leftovers, wicked beans, and I got some potatoes left over from my last cook, so that should work great. This one needs a little bit. This is a lot thicker. We've got, oh well, no, we're at 204, so that should be just about right. Unfortunately, I just learned a life lesson that I must have smashed my lead a little bit too much, because I've got the HHH code, which is kind of telling me that the lead is probably shot from probably shutting the door on it or something like that. So if you order one of these, get the porthole. I asked for the porthole, but they forgot to put it in, so I'm gonna have to drill one in, probably right underneath here, and I'll feed it from there. But other than that, that's the rib cook. It's all done. We'll talk to you later. Okay, one quick parting shot. Cut the ribs up, and that's what we got basically. The interior, nice smoke ring on it. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. You have to excuse me, I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand and cut with the other. There we go. Nice. Nice. Can't wait to bite into them. I bet you they're going to be delicious. This is Kevin signing off.